Hi, Vinny Lavodi here, Tech Support Department at Enabling Devices. Today I'd like to show you one of our new exciting products for the iPad sound system, item 5905 and 5905M. So let's get started. So what I want to show you right now, just want to show you a sampling of what the iPad sounds like without the speaker, without the external speaker, and then also with our external speaker system. I have a track on here, an audio track right now. Now I have the volume up all the way on the iPad without the speaker plugged in. This also has the upgrade 5.01, which has the enhancement for the speaker. So this is the best you're going to get out of the iPad without the speaker. Okay, now I'm going to show you the difference by plugging in the external speaker.
I heard that you settled down.
It does make a difference using the speaker system, especially when you're in a loud environment, or even if you're watching a movie or you're listening to music. It really enhances the iPad, and it really enhances the mounting system having this built in. And another nice feature is that it has its own battery source, so it doesn't drain from the iPad's battery, so it won't affect the runtime on the iPad. It comes in two versions. You can buy the unit just like this, which is an iPad holder, and this holder will support iPad 1, iPad 2, and now the new iPad, or iPad 3 as some people are calling it. It's made, you can use this on a tabletop. It has a removable, and I'll get into that a little bit later, with 4 screws. The mount comes off, and it has a base. You can also clamp this base to a tabletop. And on the back, it also has our standardized mounting hub, so that you can use it with our, the other version we sell is this, and also your mounting arm. This is our light duty magic arm and super clamp. So if you already have one of these, or if you have our number, this is the arm itself is a 1557, which comes with the arm and the clamp. We also make a heavy duty magic arm number 1631, which is also compatible with this. So is the Slim Armstrong mounting system. And the added feature on this is we've put a built-in speaker here. You know, the iPad is a great device, but the speaker is kind of lacking. Even if you've upgraded to iOS 5.01, which has enhanced the speaker function on the iPads, they still have limitations in a loud room. You cannot hear them. So what we've come up with, we've added a self-powered speaker that runs on 3 AAA batteries. Another nice feature is the attachment cable for the speaker can be stored here right in the back. So when you're not in use, if you want to take your iPad out, you can just plug it right back in, and this way you don't have a cord dangling all around. But the batteries are back here. It takes 3 AAA alkaline batteries. Just pop this off, and you can install your 3 AAA batteries. Okay, and then over here on the front, or on the top, is your power button. It'll turn green, and when you're done using this, please make sure you shut that power off, because you will drain the batteries down on the speaker. This is a regular 1/8 inch earphone jack. It plugs right into the earphone jack on the iPad. So let me show you how this works. We're going to go with the mounting system first, and then I'll show you how to do the tabletop in a bit. What I usually recommend is I like setting up my mounting arm first before I put my iPad in the mount, just for safety reasons, just to make sure we're secure. So on this mounting system, I'm going to go over this mounting arm. This is our light duty magic arm, and it'll extend down as low as about 12 inches, 12.5 inches, and it'll extend out to 24 inches, just to give you an idea how much length or height. And you do have full adjustability. You can swivel this and pivot this in almost any orientation. The other part about this mounting system that's really nice is our new clamp system. This is a great clamp designed to work well on flat surfaces, as well as wheelchairs, bed rails, pretty much any situation you need to be mounting to. This clamp, to remove this clamp, just loosen this set screw, and this is also Even though that's loose, the arm's not going anywhere, it's just going to pivot. There's a spring-loaded release. Clamp comes off. And on the back here, if you're going to be mounting to flat surfaces, this is a mounting shoe that goes in here to give this a flat surface. Also want to note that the inside here is covered with a protective non-scratch or non-mar surface, so you won't scratch the wheelchairs or bed rails or your table, furniture, whatnot. This just press fits in. So with this wedge in here, this gives you a really great flat surface for mounting on flat surfaces like a tabletop. And again, this also has the no mar finish inside or protective coating, so that you won't scratch your table, furniture, bed rail, or wheelchair. So I'm going to actually show you how we mount this onto a table and put the 7 level on the arm and make some simple adjustments to show you how that works. So once you have this clamp opened up enough, just slip it onto your tabletop and just tighten down the clamp. And you don't have to really tighten too much to get a good firm. This is not going anywhere. So what I usually recommend is I always usually set my mount up first. Once I have my mount to a basic adjustment, then I'll put my iPad in the unit. I just like doing that for just stability and making sure that everything is set up before I put the iPad in. You don't want to drop the iPad out of the mount. So on the back here, there's our standard mounting post. There's a set screw here. You need to loosen this up all the way so that this is flush inside. And this will go on the back. Make sure it is loose all the way. And slide this on until it goes all the way flush. And then tighten the set knob. There's a flat spot on the back here. You want to just make sure that that lines up with the set screw. And that will lock it in place, and just tighten that up. Okay? Now that I have that in place, I can adjust this out. So I have my mount set to where I want it. And then I'm going to take my iPad, and you want to make sure that you orient it with your speaker. This is where your speaker is going to plug in. You can put it on either side, but whichever one you prefer, just want to make sure that the speaker part where you plug in your speakers on the top. You slip your iPad in with these bungees. Okay, once I have my iPad in there securely, now I can take my speaker cord and plug it into the earphone jack. You can even loop the cable in here if you want to make it a little neater. Just slip it through first before you put the iPad in. Now what I'd like to show you next with the mounting system is I'm going to show you how to use the iPad, the actual holder, and put it on the base mount for tabletop use. And also, again, you can put clamps on here if you need it. Regular C clamps would work. It takes 4 screws that we include, and you just need a regular standard Phillips head screwdriver with a number 2 head on it. It's very simple. What you want to do is take your iPad platform and just take one of the screws, and you just line up the holes here. There's 4 holes, and I usually just tighten them in by hand. Put one there, and then on the far corner on the bottom here, I usually just do that by hand. This way it stays secure and it doesn't slide. Once you have that, you can put your other 2 screws in real easy. Then you can just tighten these up. And again, you don't have to tighten these, just finger tight's fine. You have 4 screws. You don't need to over tighten. The unit will hold it very securely with 4 screws. So again, just finger tight. Okay. Now your base is on, and you can see it's really sturdy. And then you can just pop your iPad back in just like you did before. And this mount also, just as our other mount, it does work with an iPad case. This is one of our cases that we use here. And plugs in the same way. So there you have it. The iPad Sound system, item number 5905 and 5905M with the mounting arm. You can purchase this item through our catalog sales or through our website, enablingdevices.com, or our phone sales at 1-800-832-8697. Once again, Vinny Lavodi for Enabling Devices. I hope you enjoyed the video and stop by again real soon.